Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe. Jaya Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. जय ओम विश्ववाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सदशेष शिवान के भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं तथोषयमुधीरये नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेश नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 17, text number 28 to 31st. 28, 29 and 30 I'll read myself. Text number 28. Tham lokapalo adipathir brajchrava viryapaho dhurmadhavira maninam Vijitya loke akhila dhaitya dhanavam yadrajasuyena purayajata Prabhu. Translation. You are the guardian of an entire sphere and a ruler of wide fame, having crushed the might of arrogant and conceited warriors, and having conquered all the Daityas and Danavas in the world. You once performed a Rajasuya sacrifice to the Lord. Text number 29. Saevam vasyekta madena vidvisa dhradam pralobdo bhagavanapan patihi rosham samutham Shamayan swayadhiya vyavochad angopasham mamam ghatavayam. Translation. Thus mocked by an enemy whose vanity knew no bounds, the worshipful Lord of the water waxed angry, but by dint of his reason, he managed to curb the anger that had sprung up in him, and he replied, "O dear one, we have now desisted from warfare, having grown too old for combat." Purport. As we see, warmongering materialists always create fighting without reason. Text number 30. Bhashyami nainam purushad puratana yaha samyugatvan ranamarge kovidham arodayisyasti asura rushabhehi tam manasvinoyam grinate bhavadrishaha. Translation. You are so skilled in war that I do not see anyone else but the most ancient person, Lord Vishnu, who can give satisfaction in battle to you. Therefore, O chief of Asuras, approach him, whom even heroes like you mention with pleasure, mention with praise. Purport. Aggressive materialistic warriors are actually punished by the Supreme Lord for their policy of unnecessarily disturbing the world peace. Therefore, Varuna advised Hiranyaksha that the right course to satisfy his fighting spirit would be to seek to fight with Vishnu. Text number 31. Tam Veeram Ara Abhipadhya Vishmayaha Tam Veeram Arada Abhipadhya Vishmayaha Tabbiram Arada Abhipadhya Vishmayaha Shayishyesi Veera Shaye Swabhi Vrataha Shayishyasi Veerashaye Swabhiru Vrataha Shayishyase Veerashaye Swabhir Vrataha Yan Tva Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Yastvad Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Yastvad Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Rupani Datte Sa Anugraha Chechaya Rupani Datte Sa Anugrahe Chechaya Rupani Datte Sad Anugrahe Chaya Tambiram Arada Abhipadhya Vismayaha Sayisyase Veerasaye Svabhir Prathaha Yastvad Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Rupani Datte Tadanugrachechaya Tambiram Arada Abhipadhya Vismayaha Shayisyase Veerashaye Swabhir Vrataha Yastvad Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Rupani Datte Sadanugrahechaya Tambiram-arada Abhipadhya Vismayaha Sahishyase Veerashaye Swabhir Vrataha Yastvad Vidhanam Asatam Prashantaye Rupani Datte Sadanugrahechaya Vedamarada Abhipadhya Vismaya Shayishyase Veerashaye Virvrataha Yasad Vedana Hasatam Pradhantaye रूपाणि दत्ते तदनुग्रहेच्छया अभिपद्य विस्मयः विशिष्येति रसे सद्विवृतः यस्वद्वेदान असतां प्रशान्तये रूपाणि दत्ते तदनुग्रहेच्छया गम्भीरमानाद विपद्य विस्मयः जयेष्यसि वीरशये सद्विवृतः यद्वद्वेदान अशान्त प्रशान्तये रूपाणि दत्ते तदनुग्रहेच्छया. What but meaning? Tam, him, Veeram, the great hero, Ara, quickly, Abhipadya, on reaching, Vishmaya, ride of pride, Sahishyasi, you will lie down. Virashaye, on the battlefield. Swabhihi, by dogs. Prataha, surrounded. Yaha, he who. Tvat vidhanam, like you. Asatan, of wicked persons. Prashantaye, for the for the extermination. Rupani, forms. Datte, he assumes. Sa, Shishi Radha Krishna Chandrita Gauram Ki. Sa, to the virtues. Anugraha, to show his grace. Ichaya, with a desire. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Varuna continued. On reaching him, you will be rid of your pride at once and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs, for eternal sleep. It is in order to exterminate wicked fellows like you and to show his grace to the virtuous that he assumes these various incarnations like Varaha. Translation, the repetition. Varuna continued. On reaching him, you will be rid of all your pride at once and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs, for eternal sleep. It is in order to exterminate wicked fellows like you and to show you and to show his grace to the virtuous that he assumes his various incarnations like Varaha. Purport. Asuras do not know that their bodies consist of the 5 elements of material nature, and that when they fall, they become objects of pastimes for dogs and vultures. Varuna advised Hiranyaksha to meet Vishnu in his boar incarnation, so that his hankering for aggressive war would be satisfied and his powerful body would be vanquished. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the third canto, 17th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Victory of Hiranyaksha over all the direction of the universe. Thus ends Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanadimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshulmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhashyati Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Ki Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This your chapter going with the victory of Hiranyaksha. The Hiranyaksha is terrifying all the planets all over the universe. Finally, dying in the ocean. And all the living entity in the ocean are scattered, feared of Hiranyaksha, and run away. Finally, he reached the place Vibhavari, which is the capital of Varuna Deva. And he met Varuna Deva and fall at the feet of Varuna. And a request for the fight. So I want fight with you. You give me battle. Furthermore, the Hiranyaksha mocks the Varuna. He say to Varun, you are the guardian of an entire sphere and ruler of the wide faith, having crushed the mighty of arrogant and deceit warriors and having conquered all the Daityas and Danavas in the world. You once were one of the Rajasuya sacrificed to the Lord. In this way, Hiranya mocked by an enemy whose vanity knew no bounds. The worshipful Lord of the water waxed angry, but by dint of his reasons, he managed to curb the anger that had sprouted up in him, and he replied, "O dear one, we have now desisted from warfare, having grown too old for combat." Now, in this way, when Hiranyaksha is sarcastically insulting Varuna Deva, now Hiranyaksha thus speaking in this way, it for any common man, it aroused anger. So here, Varuna also felt angry with Hiranyaksha, but Varuna is tolerated his angry and he thus spoke to Hiranyaksha. Now, Varuna was tolerant because there is no point in show the angry to the Hiranyaksha, because he is mad after his pride of his power and strength. So Varuna thought there is no point in angry and fight with Hiranyaksha. So he tolerated it. So this is one of the quality of the devotees, to tolerate. So Rupa Goswami say there are some of the urges: Vacho Vega, Manasa Vega, Krodho Vega, Krodho Vega. So one should tolerate Vacho Vegam, Manasa Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Jishva Vegam, Udarospasta Vegam, Etan Vegan Yo Visistadhiraha, Sarvan Abhimam, Prithivincha, Shishyati. So one able to make the devotees, one should tolerate all these urges. One of the urge here, the Varuna is tolerating. He was angry, but he is not showing his angry to the Hiranyaksha. So a devotee should be very tolerant. Similar example in Bhagavatam, many places we see there are many provoking situations. Devotees are tolerated, and through which they victorious. So in the case of Dhruva was fighting against Yakshas. The brother of Dhruva Maharaj, Uttama, he was in a hunting in the forest near Himalaya. Yaksha, one Yaksha has killed Uttama. The death of Uttama, Dhruva Maharaj was very angry, and he had decided, okay, I'll finish up this whole Yakshas. So you are fighting, very vigorously you are fighting. Finally, you are killing almost many Yakshas, or who are not actually killed the Uttama. The Yakshas are innocent. Now when Dhruva was killing Yakshas, his grandfather Manu come and intervene, and is pacify Dhruva Maharaj. So where Manu advises Dhruva, this anger is not good. Like Hiranyaksha is showing his anger, here Manu is telling this anger is not good. Because you are pure devotee of the Lord is always thinking of you, and you are also recognizing by all his confidential devotees. Your life is meant for exemplary behavior. I am therefore surprised why you have undertaken by the abominable task. The devotee should not execute anger, because you are setting the example for everyone. That's the reason a devotee should not exhibit anger. Because a devotee is setting example for others. So this is what the act of Varuna Deva. Hiranyaksha was fun of Varuna Deva. Varuna is tolerated his anger. Furthermore, here's Manu instruct Dhruva Titikshaya Karunaya Maitraya Cha Akhila Jantusu Samatvena Cha Sarvatma Bhagavan Samprashidhati. The Lord will be satisfied. When the Lord is satisfied, the Lord is very satisfied with his devotee. When the devotee greets other people with tolerance, mercy, friendship, and equality. So, Lord will be satisfied. A devotee have these are the four qualities here. The Manu is instructing to Dhruva Maharaj. So, Prabhupada is writing the purport. It is the duty of an advanced devotee in the second stage of devotional perfection to act in accordance with this verse. This is the standard for the devotee. There are three stages of devotional life. In the lowest stage, the devotee is simply concerned with the deity in the temple and is worship the Lord with great devotion, according to the rules and regulations. The lowest stage of devotee is simply concerned with the deity in the temple and he worship the Lord with a great devotion, according to rules and regulations. In the second stage, the devotee is cognizant of his relationship with the Lord, his relationship with the fellow devotees, in relationship with the persons who are innocent, and his relationship with the persons who are enemies. So, the relationship, the Prabhupada is speaking four types. Relationship with the Lord, relationship with the fellow devotees, relationship with the persons who are innocent, and relationship with the persons who are enemies. Sometimes devotees are ill-treated by the envious persons. It is advised that an advanced devotee should be tolerant. Sometimes devotees are also ill-treated, but a devotee will be very tolerant. You should show complete mercy to the persons who are innocent, ignorant. Mercy toward the ignorant. And sometimes insult happen in a devotee ill-treated, the devotee will be tolerant. And he should show complete mercy to the person who are innocent and ignorant. A preacher devotee is meant to show mercy to the innocent persons whom he can elevate to the devotional service. So these are the great qualities a devotee to develop. Many times, some new devotee, we not very respectful, we will insult them. Usko kuch pata nahi. You don't know anything. But here what the Prabhupada is telling, for a new devotee, innocent devotee, one should be merciful, should be compassionate. A preacher devotee meant to show mercy to innocent persons who can elevate to the devotion service. Everyone by constitution position is an eternal servant of God. Everyone who are elevated, advanced, or a new, ignorant, everyone is a part and parcel of the Lord. So everyone is a part and parcel of the Lord. So one should be merciful to that person. Because of the ignorance, he is acting like that. So one try to help, compassionate, help him to elevate to the devotional practice. Therefore, a devotee's business to awaken everyone's Krishna consciousness. That is his mercy. As for a devotee treatment of other devotees who is unequal, he should maintain a friendship with them. Friendship. Equal devotees, be friendship. Not competition. Devotee, co-devotee, not fighting or competing with each other. There is friendship, helping each other to grow spiritually. And appreciating every other devotees and their skill or abilities, qualities, so that he is not able to see any mistakes in other devotees, fault. His general view should be see every living entity as a part of the Supreme Lord. Different living entity appear in different form or of dress, but according to the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, a learned person see all the living entity equally. So fourth is equality. A devotee should do as a tolerance, mercy, friendship, and equality. Equality to all the living entity. Every living entity has given a respect. So Bhakti Vinoda Thakur say, Jivere Maryada. For every living entity, one should give the respect. Such treatment by the devotee is very much appreciated by the Supreme Lord. If someone have this kind of quality, is very much appreciated by the Supreme Lord. It is said, therefore, that saintly person is always tolerant and merciful. He is friend with everyone, never an enemy to anyone. He is peaceful. This is the good quality of a devotee. So here the act of Varuna Deva, the insult of the Hiranyaksha, he was very tolerant because Hiranyaksha is ignorant. Then what he say? My dear one, you have now, so I am old, so I cannot give a fight to you. Varuna Deva say, I cannot give fight to you. You are so skilled in war that I do not see anyone else but the most ancient person, Lord Vishnu, who can give the satisfaction in battle to you. So only Lord Vishnu can give the battle to you. Therefore, O chief of Asuras, approach him whom even heroes like you mention with price. So no one in this world can give fight to you. So your fighting spirit will be satisfied only by Lord Vishnu. So you better approach him. Varuna further continued, on reaching him, you will be rid of your pride at once. Your all pride will vanish and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. So, this material body after death, whatever strong and stout, it is the food for some animals, or it be go back to the Panchabhutas. That what the value of this body. So your pride of its strong strength. So you say, you eternal sleep. You say, you will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. It is in order to exterminate wicked fellows like you. This is what the vanquish you, the people like you, and to show you the grace. So in that way, he will bless you. So in the form of, there is so many incarnation like Varaha. So Varuna is predicting. So you fight with the Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu will incarnate as a Varaha Deva, and will finish off you. So this is a chapter of Hiranyaksha of victory. So like how Hiranyakashipu got a power by tapasya, and this Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu both are troubling all the living entity, all the parts of the universe. And to please the Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha is enter in different planets and troubling everyone. All the residents of heavenly planet hide themselves, but the fear of Hiranyaksha. On this way, a person is overpowered with the power, is misused every way. Ultimately, such pride is cause of his own death in future. That what we will read, we'll hear in the next chapter, the battle between Lord Bhur and the demon Hiranyaksha. So whatever the great personality, ultimately you have to surrender to the death. The Lord say, I come in the form of a death and take away everything. So any intelligent person will understand, and he prepared to invite the death in a proper mental consciousness. Okay, now we invite the death is out of the pride here. A devotee will invite the death with the proper consciousness of surrendering to the Lord and remembering by performing the devotional practices with vigorously. Observed in Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's appearance, Krishna's glories, remembering all the time, completely surrender to the Lord in the mood of service, leading a satisfied life without any pride, and the Lord will receive it. So Lord will receive a person like through a death like this by killing, fighting like Hiranyaksha, or Lord will receive a devotee and will give the place in his own abode for the eternal pastime with the Lord. So we all devotees are aspiring for that life. How can live with the Lord by surrendering him, serve the Lord as a loving devotional service. So all these qualities are obstacle in the devotion services, that all these lessons teaching us. All these example of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. So how should a devotees get rid of all these qualities and with a proper consciousness of submissive lifestyle as a devotee, serving under the direction of the spiritual master, and perfect is devotion life. Okay, I'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.